I beat the entire Ultimate Spider-Man game without getting mad once.
There you go. How? I literally swung away.
Of course, Ultimate Spider-Man, a game that is loved by many Spider-Man fans. Some fans even call it better than Spider-Man 2. I didn't say that. Some people do, but I didn't say that. Unless you've been living under Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, this game is truly loved by many for its very comic accurate style. And I'm not just talking about the adaptation of the story, I'm talking about just the art of the game. I mean, just looking at it, it looks like a comic book brought to life. It's just so refreshing and beautiful to look at. And then, like I just said, the faithfulness to the comics. It's like a beat by beat almost story of the comic books of the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. It's just simply such a great adaptation. It followed in the footsteps of Spider-Man 2. Of course, I'm not saying that it's a copy and paste of Spider-Man 2, but there's a lot of factors of Spider-Man 2 in this game, even like little sound effects I have noticed. But I mean ultimately, and I swear that was not a pun on purpose, but ultimately it still does its own thing to make it feel fun and unique. Like even web swinging feels different. There's little mechanics you can do when you're crawling up the web. And it just reminds me of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 scene when he's chasing Electro and he's crawling up that web. And it just feels so fun to do. It adds no use to the actual like gameplay. It doesn't make anything easier, faster, or better, but it's just fun to do. And it's just a fun little feature that you get to do as Spider-Man. Because when you're thinking of acting like Spider-Man, these are the little things that you're thinking of. Crawling up the web, jumping a certain way. And Ultimate Spider-Man does that, and it makes it just more fun and believable that you're playing Spider-Man. The UI is so simple, and these are the things I love about the older Spider-Man game was how simple the UI was. It's literally simply your health bar and a mini map and the occasional little notes at the bottom telling you what you can do. I feel like modern games and even the new Spider-Man games are a little guilty of that. There's just like so much going on. There's so many controls you have to remember. Oh, if you press this trigger and this trigger, then this does that. If you do this trigger, then this does the other thing. The reason people love Spider-Man is because he's a simple and fun character, like plain and simple. And I feel like games should represent that. When you're comparing it to Marvel Spider-Man 2, you feel like there's a bunch of tricks that you need to learn in order for you to look cool or do certain combos and do a bunch of stuff. But back in the Ultimate Spider-Man days and the original Spider-Man games, it was so simple. You swing, you kick, you punch. Yes, there's combos, but it wasn't like press this and this and this. It was just square, square, triangle, circle, square, triangle. It was very simple. Now it's hold square and L2, but make sure that it's recharged, and before you charge it, then you need it's just a bunch of stuff that I personally feel is so unneeded in a Spider-Man game. Or maybe I'm just not a gamer. Maybe this is just stuff that I really don't like because I don't play that many games, and when I play games I just want to chill, relax, and just enjoy the game. And I get that from Ultimate Spider-Man. I get that chill relaxation.
Stop. The game crashed. The game crashed. The game crashed. No, I'm done. I hate this game. I hate this game. What are you doing? Oh, why do you do that?
Okay, maybe it wasn't all sunshine and roses, but I'll talk more about that later. Little fun fact, back in middle school, I think around 6th grade, there was this kid who let me borrow the Ultimate Spider-Man game who was in my class. The kid ended up moving schools while I had the game in my possession. So unfortunately for him, he never got that game back. Fortunately for me, I own Ultimate Spider-Man. Since we're already on the topic of Spider-Man 2 on the PS5, there's something specific about this game that just feels like it was an early prototype of Marvel Spider-Man 2. This was the first game to ever introduce the separate part of New York, not just the city, but the boroughs, the Queens. This included a whole new world for Spider-Man to swing in. Now, and I gotta make this clear, for 2005 standards, having two different cities was just amazing. That whole idea of it seemed so far-fetched that when it did actually happen, everyone was impressed, amazed. However, by today's standards, this map is so small. It literally takes me no effort to go from one city to another. I do like that you don't have to load into another city, but the map is so small and compact that it's so quick to get there. It takes me one quick tunnel and poof, I'm already in the city. It's so funny to think that there's two whole cities that you can cross between, but this game feels so lonely. I don't know how to explain myself. Like, even compared to Spider-Man 2, like sure, in Spider-Man 2 there's, I want to say it's maybe the exact same amount of people that are walking on the streets, but there's just something about this game that just doesn't feel very lively. Maybe back in 2005 it felt like a game changer, and because of the comic style art, all of that made it probably feel so fun and unique. But looking at it now, as I was playing the game, it just felt so alone. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys ever felt that same way playing Ultimate Spider-Man, or even today if you guys have the game and pop it in. Let me know if you guys feel the same way about this. Genuinely curious to know. Alongside that, not only is Venom present, but you can also play as Venom.
It's core too. That's dope. I love how these Venom? What?
I just briefly want to quickly talk about how fun it is to play as Venom. You got to keep in mind, back in 2005 when this game just released, it felt new and fresh to play as Venom in an open world game. Venom was jumping high, he was throwing web whips, he was Venom, and it felt good, it felt fun. Heck, there's like a whole introduction scene where you are literally learning to feast on people so you can recharge your life, your energy, and the first victim is a literal child. I may have been a little too excited to find out that we were gonna eat the child.
Am I gonna eat the kid? Oh, hell yeah.
Why do I feel like that's going to be taken so out of context? Okay, so aside from Venom, one of my favorite things about this game was the Easter eggs. And it wasn't the side characters like Silver Sable, Green Goblin, Electro, Rhino, Beetle, Nick Fury, and even Carnage. Okay, I listed off the side characters now. Now I don't have to talk about them. I don't want to waste any time talking about them other than this list. Because don't get me wrong, they're really cool. I just feel like there are other things about this game during the live stream that annoyed me the most, and that's what I'm going to talk about after this. But before I get to that, my favorite thing about this game was this stupid Nokia poster. And when I mean stupid, I mean I love this poster so much because it just felt so nostalgic. It just threw you all the way back.
Hell yeah. Is that a Nokia? Is that an actual Nokia? Hold up. It's a freaking Nokia. Holy crap. Guys, that's a freaking Nokia in Spider-Man.
Don't know why it's everywhere. I've looked it up. I don't see any like sponsorship between Activision and Nokia. But then again, I didn't do much research to look for that info. The closest thing I was able to find was this ad for a Nokia phone that had Spider-Man 2 playing at the beach and the Spider-Man 3 poster on the background. That's it. That was all I was able to find. I do know for a fact Spider-Man had some sponsors with Singular back in the day, but that's all I know. There isn't really much info as to this, but I just think it's really cool that it's there. And in every single live stream, I made sure that I stopped for this silly Nokia poster to pay my respects.
Get your Nokia phones ready, because for some reason Ultimate Spider-Man has a Nokia partnership where they have Nokia logos everywhere. I don't know what it is with Ultimate Spider-Man and Nokia, but salute.
Okay, now that we got Nokia out of the way, now I want to really talk about my experience playing the game live. I had probably the worst experience playing Ultimate Spider-Man, and that's not even a joke. But there's a reason. It's not just because the game is flawed or the game was poorly made or I don't like this version of the game. It was none of that. I'm glad to say that I do like a lot of this game, and of course a lot of it comes from nostalgia. It's not a perfect game. The story kind of speed runs a lot of plots. You just get thrown a bunch of things and you're just kind of going with it. And I think the point of the game is to just feel what it's like to be in the comic book world of Ultimate Spider-Man. I feel like that's the main point of the game, and at the end of it, it's just to have fun. It's no Marvel Spider-Man PS4 where there's a cohesive plot going on. Truly, it feels like the game developers made this so you could just feel what it's like to be in this comic book world and throw all these villains like, hey, do you remember this villain and that villain? I think that was the point of the game, and in that aspect, I truly love this game for that. It does so well in just making you feel like this whole world exists and you're living in it. Now, the real reason I had such a terrible experience playing this game was because I made the crucial mistake of playing the PC version of this game. Oh my God, this game is terrible on PC, and I'm not talking about like graphics or gameplay because it's literally identical to the one on the PS2. Now, whenever you saw my face cam in this video, that was me playing on PC. Whenever you didn't see my face cam, that was me re-recording my gameplay on a PS2 emulator. So when I was doing the re-recordings, it was such an easy breeze to run through this game while on control. But my God, and to everyone who saw the live stream, they saw how annoyed I was with this game.
I'm trying to hit it, and this stupid mouse is so okay, leave me alone. Stop. The game crashed. The game crashed. The game crashed. The game crashed. No. Stop it. Are you serious? Okay. Wait. I really need it. Stop. Stop it. I swear to God, this is so annoying. I cannot keep playing like this. Why does this keep happening? How does this keep crashing? It's so annoying. A car would be nice. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. I can't with this game. I literally can't with this game.
This game is not made for PC controls. On both Venom fights with Silver Sable and Spider-Man versus Venom, I literally kept dying over and over and over again. I literally had to develop a strategy to see how to fight these characters on PC because it was ridiculously hard for anyone to play this game on PC. With that said though, and just to wrap this video up in a nice little bubble, the whole point of this video wasn't more so a review, but more just my experience of playing this game. I didn't get to properly play it when I was a kid. Everyone has this experience of playing this game as a kid. Unfortunately, I didn't have that. While I did have the copy of the game in my childhood, I never got to properly play it. I didn't get my hands on it until around the PS3 came out, so at that point, I was already kind of phasing out of playing in my PS2. But now that I got to play it from my adult point of view and my adult perspective, it's still really fun. I still had a lot of fun doing it, and like I said earlier, I love very simple and straight to the point games, and this game knocks that out of the park. It's straight to the point. It's Spider-Man. It's still a fun Spider-Man game, and nothing can take that away from it, except if you play it on PC. So those are my thoughts. That was my experience playing Ultimate Spider-Man. Maybe this was a little bit of a quick video for a Ultimate Spider-Man review, but I really didn't have much to say other than the stuff that you've already known. Everyone knows about all these characters. Everyone knows the style of this comic book version of the game. Everyone knows about Ultimate Spider-Man, but I had a different experience because I played it on PC and it was live. And I think that's something that just made the experience a little different. And regardless of how hard the controls were, I still had a lot of fun. Since we're talking about the live stream, I just want to thank everyone who joined the live stream on the Ultimate Spider-Man game. It was so much fun. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, if you guys didn't know, I'm trying to stream every Spider-Man game ever. We just did Ultimate Spider-Man. I wanted to start with Ultimate Spider-Man and then work my way down. Unfortunately, I was not able to get Spider-Man 2000 up and running, but we already finished playing Spider-Man 1, the movie, the game, and now we're going to be playing Spider-Man 2 live. So if you want to be a part of that and join us and seeing how crazy and annoyed and frustrated I get, then make sure to tune into the channel. I usually stream every weekend around 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so if you want to check that out, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm live. My goal is to make a Spider-Man review-ish or my experience-ish video on every live stream that I'm doing with the Spider-Man games. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys agree with any of my statements? Yes or no? Maybe you guys had the same experience, maybe you guys didn't. Let me know, comment section down below. Stay tuned for more, and remember guys, keep on swinging.